Welcome back to Garage Blitz TV. No sooner did I upload video in regards to what is the best PVC tile out there, and also the second video about the quality of interlocking tiles. I've got a question that people have been asking is in regards to what are some of the problems with PVC tiles. And what I wanted to clear up here, the problems with PVC tiles may be negated by their price, because obviously as you move up into those 4 levels, remember there's 4 levels of flooring, and each level they become more expensive, but they also become more durable and last longer, and so forth. So just recapping, the 4 levels are your PVC interlocking flooring, that's your entry. Your next level up is your polypropylene copolymer tiles. Very, more resistance there, but more expensive. Industrial epoxy paint applied by an industrial epoxy specialist, and then topping out the top with your porcelain, your industrially glazed porcelain tiles. Now, people wanted me to talk about some of the problems, but like I said, the problems are usually negated by the price, because when they're priced appropriately, you can accept these issues. Now, like I said, this is the in past videos, PVC tiles. This is a Norsk PVC tile, and it's the entry into the market, and it's one of the best that I've come across. But unfortunately, it's far too expensive now. Especially, it needs to be priced under $30 a square meter, especially when you can get industrially glazed porcelain tiles for $40 a square meter. So, it's too expensive. It needs to be under $30 a square meter. So let's quickly talk about some issues with PVC tiles. Straight up, they can attract marks a lot easier than some of the other products out there, like stepping up into the polypropylene copolymer. So you would not put colours into your garage like white or anything like that. They can attract tyre stains because PVC can react with certain car tyres, not all of them, but some of them. So you want to stick to your dark greys and whatnot. Black obviously can show the dust, but there's no way that I would put white in a garage, even with the polypropylene copolymer. They're easily damaged, like scratching or scaldrating something across the floor. And the other issue that they have, and also the polypropylene tiles do have as well, is they can move on the garage. So if you've got a garage where you have to do a sharp turn into the garage, it can push the tiles. So these products are really only designed to be able to drive in and out of the garage. And the other thing too is driving in and out gently. Obviously, if you come racing in and hit the brakes, they're going to move. And just on that, the cheaper, some poor quality ones that I've showed you, like this one here, are so thin. They are slippery if you drive in and hit the brakes. Even turning the steering wheel, that one will come apart. And that's why I must warn people, the cheap, really thin PVC tiles, they're not an option. They really are not. And that's why the Norsk, it's pretty high, not thick, because it's hollow underneath, with their air dry technology, which I think is really more to do with reducing the amount of product to make the tile. That doesn't make it any less of a tile, I must inform you, but it obviously reduces the cost of the tile, because getting up to 8 millimeters thick there of pure PVC would substantially increase the cost. So yeah, I mean, if you put these down in the garage, you can't come racing in and hit the brakes. You have to drive gently in and out, and ideally straight in and out of the garage. So tight turns in can push the tiles around. So you need to bear that in mind. Look, in saying that, I mean, if you drove in on a wet epoxy paint floor or a wet, porcelain tile floor, you could slip around as well. But you just got to bear in mind that this can shift if you are quite aggressive on the gas and the brakes. Other issues with it, you have to be careful with some of the cheap ones. They can smell. The Norsk doesn't. It's pretty good. But it's mainly their resistance to oils and chemicals and staining. So you just need to be aware of that. But obviously, being priced right, you can accept that. So anything under $30 a square metre, you can accept those things, because the positives of it are that you as a customer can put this down yourself or get a garage place to put it down quite cheaply. It's never too hot in summer, never too cold in winter, and they're quite comfortable to walk on. So they're your positives there. But it needs to be a fast, cost-effective flooring, and it's far too expensive in Australia. Moving up into the polypropylene copolymer, pretty much the same tile with hidden interlocks, but much harder material. Issues with that become its load rating. Load ratings are very important with polypropylene because it's obviously a harder tile. You need to be able to be assured that the tile's not going to break or fracture every time you drive in and out. And your Racedeck and Autodeck tiles, they're so well made. They're very good tiles. They lock well together, and they're good products, really good products. But here in Australia, at $50 a square metre up to $70 a square metre, depending on what they're charging these days for them, is absolutely ridiculous. Because you're moving into another category now. You're moving into, another price category where you can afford a much more durable product like quality epoxy paint applied by an industrial epoxy specialist, or your industrially glazed porcelain tiles, which look fantastic and resistant to pretty much all chemicals out there. And just on the PVC and the polypropylene tiles, they can expand and contract, so you have to have a gap around your garage. Whereas obviously your PVC or your porcelain tiles, that's not an issue. So you get a nice finish around your garage. Otherwise, you're going to have to put a skirting board to hide the expansion and contraction area. No different to putting down a floating floor in a home. Other issues with polypropylene copolymer, like I said, they're more resistant to oils and chemicals. One thing that they don't do, a true polypropylene copolymer won't react with car tyres. You don't tend to get the car stain, the tyre staining on the tile. But in saying that, I still personally wouldn't put a white tile down in a garage, because eventually it will show the dirt and the marks, and you can't get it out. It's more resistant to scratches than obviously the PVC tile. A lot tougher, but over a period of time, car tyres driving in and out, if you've got little rocks in there, eventually you will get marks into your tiles, and you can get a tyre mark simply because of what's being carried in on your tyre. Look, other issues with them, it's the same as the PVC tile. If you've got a garage that's got a really tight turn into the garage, it can push the tiles and move them around. If you drove in really fast and hit the brakes, same thing again, they can move. Not so much as obviously that really thin, poor quality PVC tile I showed you in the past. But like I said, all these issues can be negated if the price is right. You can accept that as a customer. You can go, well, I'm putting in a flooring product, I just want a covering. I understand what the issues are, but you need to get the product at the right price. And like I've mentioned in other videos, unfortunately, as good as that Norsk PVC tile is, it is far too expensive. It needs to be under $30 a square metre. And in the polypropylene copolymer products, it's a shame that you can't get the Racedeck and Autodeck similar pricing as you do in America, because they are good quality products. But fortunately, if you are in the market for that polypropylene copolymer product, the Eagle One tile at Just Pro Tools is quite a good product at $27 a square metre. I think it's priced appropriately. Doesn't have quite as high load rating as the Racedeck or Autodeck, but at 3 tonne it's not a bad product and snaps together quite well and easy to install for yourself if you like. I hope that helps you. Thank you for watching Garage Blitz. If you have any questions, let us know. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you for watching Garage Blitz.